Did you read the email or no?
I
Did you read
opened
the
it
article?
up.
Okay, so there are questions for us to talk about if you want to talk.
Okay. Number 1, given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest? First of all, I hate this question.
We can say we don't like the questions. It's
Okay.
fine.
All right. I mean, I think who I would want as a dinner guest would be someone like who had a really interesting life story or like had some really wise words of advice.
Like who?
I don't know.
Like
Someone-
Genghis Khan?
He would try to eat me, maybe.
No, he probably tried to inseminate you
Oh yeah, actually
because
that's
he
true.
did that a lot apparently.
Yuck. So yeah, someone who's interesting and wise and had a lot of interesting ideas
Pick
about
somebody.
something. So that's why I'm saying like
Just pick
that's
somebody.
why I hate this
So
because
pick somebody.
I don't know.
Okay, my first thought is always Bill Clinton.
Oh yeah, I don't think I would want to have Bill Clinton.
I
as
know
a
you don't
dinner
like Bill
guest.
Clinton. I don't care. I hear you, but I would like to.
Okay.
Just like I want to draw Bill Clinton.
Okay. Also, I feel like Bill Clinton now is like
He's like,
diminished.
he's like Woody Allen.
No, but he's also like diminished.
In what
Like
way?
in his heyday, it seems like he was like kind of younger and
He's
like-
older now. It's true.
right.
But he's still, I don't know, whatever. Anyhow, I'd want to have dinner.
To your point, though, I think Bill Clinton would be a very interesting dinner
Absolutely.
guest. He would have a lot of interesting
a
things
lot of things to say. A lot of good stories,
Yeah,
hopefully.
yeah.
Barack Obama, although I think Barack Obama might be a little aloof.
Yeah, I think also that I would want that person to be very open, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
not worried about, like, I don't know, reporters or what their PR person's going to say or whatever. Would you like to be famous, and in what way?
No.
Not at all, ever. I think there's something about, like, people knowing about you, especially now, like, in the internet age. Like, you make one wrong move, and you get doxxed, and I don't know.
Docs? What's that mean?
Like, people publish your personal information
Oh,
online, and,
uh-huh.
like, I don't know.
Feel
People,
like being
stalk
canceled
you.
or something?
Yeah, well, it's like they post your personal information, and then, like, some people take it upon themselves to be, like, vigilantes or whatever.
We hate vigilantes.
Okay, let's see. Before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you are going to say? Why? I think only when I have something important to say, like it's a difficult conversation, and I might want to have some talking points
Mm-hmm.
so I can organize my thoughts. That's probably the only thing.
Yeah, same as me.
What would constitute a perfect day for you?
Such a perfect day. I get up, yoga, nice breakfast, walk in the woods, go to a museum, draw some people, very nice, lovely sex. I don't know,
Perfect day. So this is part of my, like, I have difficulty with doing things that I like because I feel like I should be doing things that I should be doing
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to just enjoying myself.
Mm.
So part of it is like me letting other things sort of cloud. But I mean, perfect day, like dinner with friends, lots of laughter, being inappropriate, exploring new places, like especially in New York. Like I would love to check out that underground City Hall subway station, check out that Corona food truck.
Did you get the email about the Queens night market?
Mm-hmm. I think.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
And then, kind of like offbeat stuff like the Louis Armstrong Museum. Wait,
Yeah,
it looks like your mic went off.
really? It may have.
Okay.
It looks like your mic went off too. Why don't you test it?
Okay.
Every day.
So, like, yeah, exploring. I like to find out about people. So, like, I don't know if it's not. I think at this point, like, I I'm less interested in meeting new people than.
Hanging out with the ones you already know.
Although I have to say, I mean, I do enjoy meeting new people too, but I just have a limited time and energy. It's interesting, I didn't think about my kids in my perfect day. I don't know, there's part of it is like when I'm with my kids, sometimes it feels like
It's work.
work. But there are many times when I'm with them where it's just like,
A lot of joy.
right, we're just having fun and being
Right.
silly, and
Right.
like that's part of my perfect day is
Right.
like just letting loose, having fun, laughing, being silly.
I'd love it if like I could hang out with Etienne and like we'd have a nice day. He's such a grumpy person these days, though. Did I tell you that my sister suggested that when we go down to Pittsburgh that we explore brownfield sites? Did I tell you that?
No.
Who did I
What-
tell? Yeah,
Brownfield meaning like,
old industrial sites.
oh. But they're like polluted.
Yeah, but I mean, but you're not eating the soil. They're brownfield. You wouldn't want to live on it, but they're just basically like old industrial sites because Etienne likes that sort of thing. Like,
Oh.
like
oh,
I
yeah,
used
he
to.
loves, like that would be cool, like exploring like abandoned buildings.
Right. You know, just saying.
Wow. That's right up his alley.
He seemed to really enjoy it when I went to the Edgar Thompson steel mill.
Mm-hmm.
He sort of loved that.
Yeah.
I was scared though.
I think these like
I
kind
feel-
of post-apocalyptic buildings are kind of spooky and cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so perfect day. I think maybe also just like doing something physical or being outdoors, like being, you know, playing in the ocean or going for a hike, bike riding, something like that. I don't know, there must be other things. Like working on a hobby, watching a great movie, binge watching TV, not doing things I'm supposed to do, baking. Okay, when did you last sing to yourself or to someone else?
Oh, when did you sing to yourself?
When did you last sing to yourself?
I always sing.
I know,
So
you
I
just
make-
sang.
Right. Yeah. So for me, it's yeah. I don't know. Yesterday, today. Did I sing to you today?
No, you sang it. Just a perfect day.
Just a perfect day.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I can sing all the time, so that's not a hard question for me.
I don't remember the last time I sang to myself or to someone else. I feel like I don't sing that often. I told you that I used to sing with my friend outside when we were paralegals. We would go out for
Oh yeah. What did you
breaks.
sing?
We sang like a lot of like, I don't know what they call them, like old standards,
Like,
like Nat King Cole and like,
uh huh.
I don't know, some like
American
Cole
songbook
Porter.
sort of
Yes,
stuff?
yes, right.
Not like I heard it through the grapevine.
No, I mean, but that wouldn't be out of the question either. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want?
Oh, I'd take the body.
So you would have like you could have a great body, but you might be like losing your memory and be demented.
No, the body of you either have a body of a 30-year-old. Oh, I usually a mind of a 30-year-old or a body of a. Yeah, mind of a 30-year-old because it doesn't make sense because if you can't be present, there's no point.
For me, yeah, I guess the same. Although there's something about being trapped in your body, right? Like as you get older, it seems like you still feel very young, but your body starts failing you. Next one. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die?
No. Do you?
No. I do feel uncomfortable thinking about dying.
Yeah. Well, I think you're not abnormal.
But yeah, I don't really have a secret hunch. Name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common.
You want to go first?
Me?
Yeah.
We're both a little like off kilter,
Mm-hmm.
as you say, twisted.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I don't know. Like enjoy outdoors. I don't know. Is that cheesy? Like museums.
Whatever.
Like karaoke. Enjoy baked goods.
We're both twisted in just slightly different ways. But we're both twisted, and we both came from fucked up childhoods. So we have that in common. So we're both inquiring. We're both a little like not prurient, but sort of like curious, and want to look at. We want to look at things. We want to sort of look through the mud for the worms. That's a metaphor, not a reality.
I like that. Look in the mud for worms.
Like
That is
we're not
kind of-
we're,
no.
we're not
No, that's
afraid
a
to
good-
dig through our thoughts and feelings to get. In fact, we have to because otherwise we're screwed.
But I like that. That
metaphor?
metaphor. Yeah, that's really nice.
Good.
For what in your life do you feel most grateful?
To be alive, to have enough, to have to have stuff to do. I write my gratitude list regularly, and it's like,
Do you?
yeah, for the first thing is for enough, for Leela, for Tian, for Jeanette, for Amy. Yeah,
I love that Leela's on your list.
well, she ought to be.
She's so cute. Most grateful. I think I've said before, like, I feel very lucky to have been born into the situation that to have grown up in the situation that I've
Mhm.
been in.
What's that, like,
being
American?
college, American college educated.
Right.
Like,
To have had all the resources.
right.
shared
Like
with
even
you.
like fumbling through my life, I've managed to land on my feet
Mhm.
because of all the advantages that I've had.
Right.
Um,
You've had so many resources shared with you.
yes. And then I think also like therapy and just the ability to like question things and work things out and tamp down my most unhelpful tendencies. And then my kids who are like I hope that they're like I love that they're like wacky and they're
Mhm.
loving and they're fun. They kind of remind me
Of
what
you?
it's like. Yeah, I guess a little bit of me. And just like they remind me that, to look for the fun in things and to laugh. And then also like my friendships.
Mhm.
I guess what you said, your chosen family. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
Everything.
Me, I guess this sounds so trite, but it's like the way that I was raised made me who I am, and I feel like there's part of me that needs to like come to terms with it, and I think that's the part that I have trouble with. I mean, of course, I would love for my parents to have to really see me as a person and value my opinion and want to get to know me for who I am, but that's not going to happen. So, I think me growing in a way that I can accept that and accept them and accept that about them would be nice. Okay, take 4 minutes and tell your partner your life story in as much detail as possible.
You go first?
No, you go first.
Why do I go first?
I don't know. Are we both doing this, or is this just
We're
me?
both doing it.
Okay.
We're both talking.
Yeah, right. Okay, so you do it.
My life story in 4 minutes. I was born in St. McGee's Women's Hospital in Pittsburgh. We came home to my parents had just bought the house that I grew up in. They bought it like 3 weeks. They moved in 3 weeks before I was born. I have a younger brother. He was born when I was 3. I got put in school really early because my mother just trying to get us out of the house. I was one of 5. My mother was an alcoholic. She also was very verbally abusive and emotionally abusive. And okay, so I went to St. Joseph's School in Verona, PA. I was an outsider even at that age. I didn't have a lot of friends. Actually, I had no friends until actually my first real friend was when I was like a sophomore in high school. I won't, you know, most of that. I'm not going to get into the details right now. Went to high school at Central Catholic High School. I started off really badly, but then I sort of like managed to pull myself back from doing badly. I was in a car accident in my sophomore year where my first friend, he got put in a coma for like 6 weeks, and then he was in the rehab hospital for 6 months. That sort of made me sort of change the way I did my life, started taking myself more seriously. And then I started doing theater, I started taking my art more seriously. I luckily got into Cooper Union to go to college. I had a number of girlfriends, Donna, them, but I was not very good with fulfilling or sort of completing those relationships, as it were. Moved to New York City to go to Cooper Union. It was great. I was pinching myself for the first year because I couldn't believe I was here. Not that I ever really thought about New York as a kid, but just it was so great to like be in a place where I was sort of, I seemed like I had some sort of value here, whereas in Pittsburgh I didn't really seem like I had a whole lot of value. I did a couple years of Cooper, did all right, did pretty good. I got straight A's in studio, and took a year off to go to India. That was life-changing. I realized in a monastery in Bodh Gaya that I was not my thoughts. I also realized that it was okay to have sexual desires. Came back. I did some work, but I'm not going to go through that year by year. Went back to school. Then I wanted a little money to go traveling, so I went to China. And when I was in